Imagine you need to send a secret message to someone on the other side of the world you've never met and cannot share a password. For most of history, secure communication had a prerequisite. To read a message, both parties had to already hold the same secret key. This creates a circular trap. To safely send the key, you must encrypt it, but that requires a shared key already. This loop only breaks if you privately meet in person to exchange secrets before messaging. Without that physical meeting, the logic of the shared secret reaches a dead end. Secure communication between two remote strangers becomes a logistical impossibility. This wasn't a problem for small groups of spies, but the modern internet operates on a different scale entirely. Every day, billions of people who have never met need to exchange data. It is impossible for you to physically meet a bank representative or a web technician to open a secure connection. Since the network is public, you cannot simply send the password out into the open. If you do, anyone sitting between you and your destination can copy it instantly. The system needed a way to lock a message without requiring both sides to have the same secret at the start. Solving this scaling problem required a shift in how we think about locks and keys, a breakthrough called Public Key Cryptography. To see how it works, let's look at two people, Alice and Bob. They need to communicate, but they have no shared password. Bob starts the process by doing something counterintuitive. He creates thousands of identical open padlocks and gives them away. These are his public key. Their only function is to snap shut. But Bob keeps one thing strictly hidden, the single, unique private key. By using one tool to lock the message and a different tool to unlock it, Bob can receive a secret without ever having to send a password. When Alice wants to send a message, she simply takes one of Bob's widely available public key padlocks and uses it to secure her box. As the lock clicks shut, the process becomes a one-way street. Not even Alice can open the box she just locked. She can now send this box across the open internet. Even if an attacker intercepts it, they are holding a box they have no way to open. When the box reaches Bob, he uses the one thing the rest of the world lacks, his private key, to open the lock and read the message inside. Alice successfully delivered her secret to a stranger, bypassing the need for a pre-shared password entirely. But if Bob's public key is sitting in the hands of every hacker on the planet, doesn't that make the whole system vulnerable? No, because the public key is mathematically incapable of reversing the lock. Knowing the shape of the padlock doesn't tell an attacker anything about the shape of the key needed to open it. Since the public key is harmless, global system security depends on one thing: the absolute secrecy of the private key. If an attacker steals that private key, the protection vanishes. They can masquerade as Bob and unlock every message intended for him. This system shifts the burden of security. Instead of worrying about how to safely share a secret, you only have to worry about how to guard your own. This concept of asymmetric locks is what powers the modern internet. Right now, every single day, across the globe, these invisible padlock exchanges are happening millions of times per second. Every time you log into banking, send an encrypted text, or enter a credit card. To the user, it feels like a simple click, but behind the scenes, the math is busy performing this complex dance to keep your data from being read by anyone else. You can see this system in action by looking for the small lock icon in your browser's address bar. In our next video, we'll see how your browser uses these keys to verify that a website is actually who they claim to be. Subscribe to see how that lock icon protects you.